everyone, and welcome back to Phantom Sports Industries. My name is Joe Soisson. I'm a contributor for Phantom's hockey content. Happy New Year's and happy holidays, everyone. We are getting into college hockey for this video, talking about the top 10 players to watch in the 2025 season. We'll start from the bottom and work our way to the top. Starting off at number 10, James Hagins from Boston College. He looks like the next number 1 overall draft pick for the NHL. He's got 5 goals and 15 assists in 16 games. But he is a no-nonsense player. He creates scoring chances, he gets the puck on net, and he's quick about his decision-making. He's also making the most of his opportunities. At the World Juniors, he's one of Team USA's top players, and he's top 10 in points for the tournament. Now, I do think he's got the benefit of being on a line with some other great collegiate players. But speed and handling will get you far. That's why I've got Hagins at number 10. At number 9, our first goalie of the list, Alex Tracy from Minnesota State. He's my favorite to win the Mike Richter Award this season. He's second in save percentage and goals against average, only to Ben Charette, who's only played 6 games at Harvard this year. Meanwhile, Tracy has had to stand on his head in a lot of games this year, already. He's got the 3rd most saves in the nation, which means shots are getting through to him. And yet, he's got an absurd save percentage of 94.5%. And while Minnesota State is the favorite of this conference, they've had some brutal out-of-conference matchups. Michigan to open up the season, North Dakota, who was ranked number 5 at the time, followed by Omaha a week later. I think this junior from Chicago is a lot better than the scene is giving him credit for, which is why I've got to include him at number 9. At number 8, another forward for Boston College, Gabe Perau. Last year I had him at number 1, which admittedly was probably high for that class, but he's still an incredible talent. This year alone, at the Christmas break, he was tied for the 4th most points in the nation. He was also tied for the 2nd best points per game average in the nation, and he leads Boston College, the number 2 ranked team in the nation, in points and assists this year. Now, he doesn't have that take over the game type factor. But today's great players often have great wingmen. Ovechkin had Backstrom, Crosby has Malkin, and McDavid has Draisaitl. That's what Gabe Perau feels like. And he's got such good vision that he can build chemistry quickly with passing plays. The Rangers are going to love him in a few years, and that's why I've got him at number 8. And number 7 from Michigan, Michael Hayes. This freshman looks flashy and fun. He's got 18 points in 15 games and against some difficult opponents. Against Minnesota State, who we already mentioned has a very solid goaltender, he had a goal and 3 assists. He had an unassisted goal against St. Cloud State. Against ranked opponents, he had an assist against number 5 Boston University, a goal against number 20 Notre Dame, and a game-winning goal against number 7 Western Michigan. So he's making plays against some solid ranked opponents. In fact, the only team to really shut him down so far is Minnesota, who's loaded with talented sophomores and juniors. But watch Hayes' highlight reel so far. He's got a wide stance for balance, but he's 6'1", so he just bounces off of checks. And his toe drag and control of the puck looks stellar. He's got a quick, snappy release on his wrist shot. I think Montreal, who drafted him 21st overall, got a steal of a pick in the draft. He looks really good, and I'm excited to see him in 2025. And number 6, the goalie from Michigan State, Trey Augustine. He's the best goaltender in college hockey today. He's 14th in save percentage and 15th in goals against average. But remember, it's not been an easy schedule for the Spartans. They've played BC, Ohio State, Minnesota, all top 15 offenses, all ranked in the top 20 in the nation this year. Also, Michigan State's problem last year was that they allowed too many scoring chances, nearly 35 shots against per game. This year, with a little more defensive help, Augustine has dropped his goals against average down by nearly a full goal, and his save percentage has increased by 1.5%. You take into account his experience on the international stage as well, he is bound to be a starter in the NHL someday. At number 5 from Denver University, Zeve Boam. I think he's the best defenseman in college hockey. He's got the most points of any defenseman in the NCAA, and he's third in points on Denver's roster, which, by the way, is tied for the best offense in the nation and tied for the 7th best defense. Boam's also racking up the awards: World Junior Gold Medalist, NCAA National Champion, 2024 NCAA Frozen Four All-Tournament Team, Conference Rookie of the Year last year. He's also tied for the 4th best plus-minus on his team, despite going up against a really difficult schedule. Northeastern, Wisconsin, North Dakota, Western Michigan, Colorado College, all ranked when Denver played against them. And the way he escapes trouble in the defensive zone, he just makes it look so easy. And the other part of the game that I really like about his game is how well he provides offense. You know me, I like defensemen who can basically act as a 4th forward and get points on the board. That's exactly what Zeve Boam does in Denver, and it's why I've got him at number 5 on my list. At number 4, from Minnesota, Jimmy Snuggerud. At the break, Snuggerud had 24 points, which was not only the most on his team, but the 2nd most in the nation. I think Jimmy Snuggerud has the best shot in all of college hockey. The puck just flies off his stick with power and accuracy, and he is a consistent source of offense. Past 2 seasons with the Golden Gophers, Snuggerud has put up 21 goals. The assists have ranged, but right now, 15 of his 24 points are assists, so he's playing smart with the puck. He's a power play menace who continues to improve upon his game, and he's also one of the only members on this list that's a captain of his team. That leadership quality matters, and that's why the St. Louis Blues prospect takes number 4. At number 3 from Michigan State, Isaac Howard. The Tampa Bay Lightning prospect has turned Michigan State into the number 1 ranked team in the nation. He is a fast, strong skater, and he's earned a lot of points by being in the right spot and controlling the puck. It's a mix of precision and snappy playmaking, and I love how his offensive game has developed. He had 6 goals his freshman year at Minnesota Duluth, 8 goals last year with the Spartans. Now he has 9 goals, which leads Michigan State, and he still has half the season left to play. And let's not forget his performance on the international stage. He had 7 goals in 7 games at the World Juniors. So Howard has become an integral part of an elevated offense, and that's why I like him at number 3. At number 2, from Denver University, Jack Devine. Put simply, he leads the nation in assists and total points. In 18 games, he's nearly caught his sophomore year totals. And at this rate, he's on pace to surpass his career high numbers from last year. Now, last year was more well-rounded. He had 27 goals and 29 assists. This year, only 2 of his 27 points are goals. But he's a playmaker and a passer at heart. We saw this from him his freshman year, when he had 3 goals and 16 assists. He's got great vision and great game sense. He knows where to be and where to position himself. And I appreciate how he doesn't shy away from physical plays either. He's 6 foot even, 187 pounds. But the fact that he's willing to lean into a more physical game shows me that he's good under duress, which is a great trait to have for when the game speeds up at the professional level. And finally, at number 1, from Boston College, Ryan Leonard. At the break, Leonard was tied for the most goals in the nation, but he had 2 less games played than the other 2 scoring leaders. He also was tied for 17th in both total points and points per game average. But both of those stats should trend upwards considering the tough part of their schedule has already been played. Michigan State, Western Michigan, St. Cloud State, Maine, Providence, UMass Lowell, all ranked, and a lot of them ranked very highly. What I love about Ryan Leonard's game is his resilience. Even on the nights where the defense is locked down, can't catch a break on puck bounces, the most frustrating games to play, he just continues to grind away and create scoring chances. He'll take chances in his gameplay, but if he makes a mistake, he always makes back up for it. And you don't become captain of Team USA's World Junior team for no reason. Washington, the Capitals, they're going to love him, and I've got him at number 1. So this is a summary of my top 10 players to watch in college hockey in 2025. There were a lot of good candidates. Honorable mentions also go to Cole Hudson and Harrison Scott, but these were the top 10 that I settled on. Should be interesting to watch the collegiate scene as it goes on. I think the Frozen Four is going to be a lot of fun this year, but we'll get to that when it comes around. And that's going to be it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like our content, be sure to scroll down below, click the like button on this video, and while you're down there, be sure to click the subscribe button to get notified of future uploads to this very channel. Also, be sure to check out our official website. That's phantomsportsindustries.com. Once again, my name has been Joe Soisson, and from the rest of Phantom Sports Industries, we hope to see more of you next time.